Hello everyone and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. So last time we put in these train lines through to connect up the food processing plants to not only bring food through down to the Ilkley transfer down here, but also to the Littlehampton area. So this will connect up to the harbour and the connection through to the other cities. I've just made it red to make it easier to see. So as you can see, it goes through next to these food processing plants and connects up. So we've got a gondola train to bring through the grain and then a boxcar to take through the food. So hopefully that will start to pull things through to both directions, because Littlehampton does want food, as well as a few other cities over this way, such as Winsford and what have you. As well as through, obviously, Dover wants a lot of food, Bawtry wants a lot of food, Alford wants a little bit of food, so that should be coming through on these train lines as well. So hopefully that will make quite good use of that line. And I figured, considering we've got connections to Ilkley and Swindon at the moment separately, because these are connected up via the Littlehampton sidings here, we could very well put connections in here that will just use the train line. So to do that, we currently have a gondola train, so that will take the goods, tools, and machines as well as food. But we need to put in a bricks line, so we would need a flat car side stake line. So if we just do quite a cheap one using a Series 246, then that can hopefully start to deliver bricks to these factories, and we can actually put in a connection here, a connection for Swindon, which doesn't actually want too much cargo, and then a separate one for Ilkley as well. So these two pretty much cover all of Swindon. If we double check the cargo, everything apart from like these ones over here is being provided too. So potentially we could provide more cargo to where it's needed. If we just double check I think it's number 6, there we go, number 6. Some of this cargo's in really the wrong spot because it's just on the other side of the residential area. So we're not really going to be able to provide for that unless we put in another stop over here. So I think we'll need like 1, 2, 3, 4 stops, maybe. I mean, I guess we could probably reorganize things a little bit and do it with 3, because this one covers a lot of the area. And then if we check, down here has a lot of requirement as well, which isn't being met. So if we put in maybe a connection over here, this could cover these areas which aren't currently getting anything. If we move this one further down, maybe like down to here, and then that should cover this area, this should cover that area, that should cover that area. However, we do have a few around here as well. That's a little bit tricky, so maybe we do need the other one here. So if we just move this one over, at the moment it's doing 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for Swindon. So if we put those in like so, potentially we could put them in here. I mean, that's going soon. I think it would make more sense to have it like this, and then we can use the entrances and exits as we need. So we got one, let's just remove that. 2 there, 3, 4, and that's all of them. So if we just put in some stops with some exits and some entrances, then what we can do is put in an entrance and exit here, and then we just need these connecting up like so. And then hopefully this should provide us with, let's just swap these through. This should provide us with quite a good connection through to the rest of Swindon. All we need to do is connect those up. So if we do 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line, like so. Put that one there, put that one there, put that one there, and put that one there. And hopefully that should cover this pretty well. They all seem to be going in and out of this area, so maybe we need to provide a bit of a better connection through, such as this way, coming up here. So if we just do a road out from here, that should be able to connect in there. And then hopefully some of them will go that way. No, it looks like they're not. That's fine. We're going to need to connect in the rest of the farms, because at the moment we don't have any of these connected in, but that can wait. It's fine as it is at the moment. So hopefully having a flat car side stake train means that this line can now bring everything through quite effectively. We need to do the same for Ilkley. We already have a stop here, but it's right in the wrong sort of orientation. We also have a grain train coming through from down here. So it would be good to connect this in somehow. I don't know how we would do that. And to be honest with you, I think it would probably be better to have trains bring it through from over here or over here. So if we have gondola lines that bring those through, we can also connect quite a few of these farms into this one, which is the actual gondola line that's taking stuff through. So then it will just connect in straight away. We're trying to, make these quite efficient. So if we were to remove those vehicles, there's 10 there. Oh, this has moved from number 3 Please go back to number 3. There we go. Let's just set these up properly. So this would be filling up for 30 seconds, going to number 2, and it's just going to be filling up. This will go to number 4, it'll fill up for 30 seconds, and it's just going to be filling up. I mean, we could do a line through that connects down to the gondola, sorry, where the grain is coming in. How's this coping? It's kind of holding stuff up here. These are waiting for 3 minutes. But those seem to be sending stuff through quite well. And these are getting to where they need to go. So that's the main thing. As long as it's getting to where it needs to go, it's all fine. It's all gravy. In fact, we could do like a gondola train through from here that drops off ore and coal and then comes through and picks up everything down here, because we've got stuff like coal, we've got ore, we've got grain, we've got a lot around here that could do with picking up. So that's also a potential. We also have a fair few things on this side that need picking up with a gondola. So we may well do a train through from here, or something like that, so that it ensures that it picks it all up. Right, so we were focusing on these, weren't we? Let's make sure that these are set up properly. They want to wait 30 seconds because obviously there's a variety of different things that will be coming in. And then that's all set up correctly. Yep. And then we want to effectively remove the existing line. So those vehicles will need to come over. Let's do 3 on each. And then maybe 2 on these ones because we don't have quite enough. And then we can copy that name, pop it on this one, considering we're going to be getting rid of this line. That should be fine. Get rid of these connections. And then hopefully what we can do is have it all come through here. And if we copy that, paste it onto these, we can check how many of them are there. So there's quite a few cargo road lines, 37. So this would be number 38. Oh, not 3-8. Number 39. And number 40, the big 40. Wow. Okay. So that's now connected up. Things are coming through pretty well. We've got grain coming over from these two as well. But we've got 2 other farms here, which could also be picking up grain. And then we've got coal and all sorts around here that could be using grain. So before I go anywhere, this Dover line's pretty busy. It's just not bringing up the food, is it? We potentially need another one of these. Or we could update that one to a BR with boxcars. Take that down to the lower end of good. And just colour that green as well. And then hopefully that will, although those are quite big trains, aren't they? Does it say the length? 392 meters. Yeah, we're going to have to change that. Or take off a couple so that it will fit. There we go. All of a sudden it's not that big of an upgrade because it's just 2 of these. The gondola, the boxcar trains are really big. Really big. Does it fit up here? Let's just double check. Yeah, so I don't think it would fit another one of these on the end here. We could extend the train station. Down here might be a bit of an issue, but we could do that. Maybe bring the road out this way more. Go straight through rather than being around the mountain. But that's really not what we're here for today, so I'll leave it for now. So we've got these all set up. In fact, if we go into these, can we make sure that these at least have 3 on each? They'll probably need more. And then over here, we've got this line, which is now pretty much redundant. So we can get rid of that one. And then we have a leftover station, which can be removed. So over here we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 stops. I think that pretty much covers it pretty well. So it's more or less the same sort of situation as Ilkley. We need roughly 4. Something like that. And then let's make sure that this cargo doesn't go to waste. So we'll put some cargo stops, cargo buildings to add a bit of a buffer. And then do entrances along this side, exits along this side. And what we can do is connect this in here. Might be quite good to have this road just come straight out from here. Narrow angle. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. But we can connect in then with these road lines. In fact, we can probably come down here and connect in there. connect in there maybe. And then all of a sudden we've got quite a good road through from Ilkley, which could just continue straight through and connect into somewhere in Swindon potentially. There we go. All of a sudden that's gone from being one of the smallest to one of the main routes through. I'll connect these up as well. Take out these needless roads. Don't know what's going on here, but I'll leave it because it's quite unique. And then on this side we need the roads connecting in here. So if we just do these connecting roads, and then we can turn this round. So let's do this one a little bit differently. Connect them up straight away. Oh, it's only one. Okay, that's oh, it's one road. I see. That might be why. Yeah, let's do it that way. There we go. That fixes things a little bit. Let's do another one. On number 5 this time. Connect it in over here. Pop that side so that it has options. And then just one more line. Number 7. Connecting in down here. When autosave allows it, at least. There we go. Cool. So why is this like this? Why is it not like that so it's spread out a bit more? Is this the same? Yeah. Do it that way. And now if we check these lines, so we could swap the pink and the purple. So if we go into them, put that one on number 3, put that one on number 5, and then they're not crossing over each other up here. In fact, they're crossing over each other here, which I'm not a big fan of. But let's just focus on this end to begin with. So number 2, fill, 30 seconds. Only load. Number 6, 30 seconds. Only load. Number 4, 30 seconds. Only load. And finally, only load. 30 seconds. Number 8. Whoops. There we go. So these are all set up now. We just need to take the vehicles that are on this one. Ah, they're all the old type of trucks. I think we'd rather have them as the newer trucks. So if we, I think this is the nearest. road depot. So if we put, let's just say 5 on each. Five on line 1, 5 on line 2, 5 on line 3, and 5 on line 4. Then we can take this name, pop it on here, and get rid of that old line. So if we put those into storage, don't know why, maybe we should just sell them at this rate. And then we copy that name again, paste it onto these. I know that this is going to be number 41. This is going to be number 42. And this is going to be number 43. So then those are all set up. So now all we need to do, I mean, these should have vehicles on them, shouldn't they? Is connect in all the surrounding things. So stuff like the farms and what have you would be good. Although I don't know whether we'll actually be able to. We're fast running out of money. So I just want to be careful with it. In fact, if we check the road depots, do we have things that we could use? Oh, we have some gondola vehicles down here, or some dump trucks, I should say. We have some urban e-trucks here that we could have used. I tell you what, just bring them all up. Let's put the vehicle that way around, and then yeah, we've got a lot of these old tarpaulin trucks we could have used. We've got some gondola, some old tarpaulin trucks, and some old buses and things. So we could get rid of these old buses and, to be honest, the old tarpaulin trucks, and even the old, all of these up to here. If we sell those, how much? It doesn't tell you how much you'll get, which is annoying. So we're sitting at 396,494,570. I think we got like 4 million for that lot, which isn't too bad, to be fair. Might as well sell a bunch of other things as well. We don't need all of this. Sell all of those. Yeah, we just got another 12 million, so that helps. I think what we should do is probably connect in these other farms down this way. So does that connect to the train station? Not quite. So where we've got these grain lines coming through, we couldn't exactly bring that through and put it on the grain train here. We could potentially bring them down by boat and then it go over by boat. So that Littlehampton line that we've got going backwards and forwards. It's not currently taking grain. And then unloading grain. But we would need that. So if we put in, say, a line here that connected up down this way, that could potentially bring through a fair bit of grain. and then that puts it at this end of the train rather than this end where I expect it to come from. We can also put in a line here that brings down grain. We've also got a farm here, which I would like to use the other gondola line that we've got here to connect in, which shouldn't be too tricky. We just need a train station up this end and then connect it through. In fact, we can probably do that quite cheap. So we might as well give that a try. Let's just put the road here so that it doesn't cause issues. Hopefully that's not going through the tunnel there. If it is, then we've got to replace it. Yeah, it is. Look at that. That's a pain. What we can do is put a road out this way, which comes up, and then hopefully if we put a train station at the tip here, it will connect in, and we can have that connect through. So all we would need is for this train station to connect into that train station. I think we're going to have to keep it as dirt because we just need it to cross over at this end. Like so. And then if we do these all the way down, we can take out this crossing once and for all. Like so. And we can put maybe another stop here. So that gondola line now needs to go through from here up to here and then come back through. Why does it say that it can't connect up? Oh, is it because it's going to the wrong... Hold on, what? So down here, that's fine. And then coming up here, it can't connect in. Have we put these somehow the wrong way around somewhere? No. In fact, they should be connecting through. It looks like they're connecting through. So what's going on? Oh, sorry, it's that. There we go. Now it's sorted. So down here, we want it to fill up. In fact, I won't put fill orders on these, just in case. Here we want it to go to number 1 and use number 2 if it has to. Not that it will, because there's only one train on it at the moment, but if we add more trains on, you never know. And then all of a sudden, we've got grain coming down this way, which should be good. So if we now connect in, say, this one via road, something like this. Let's just upgrade this road. There we go. And then all of a sudden, we've got quite a fast link down that way via road. Looks like this is quite high up in the mountains, so 179 meters, 188 meters. Oh, we probably could have connected into it, but never mind. We're using what we've got to try and save money. And then we need a drop off down here. So that will put grain in at this point, and then hopefully take it through to these train stations. And then we've got stuff like these train lines coming down here. So this one does connect into the train station, which is all right. But this one does not. I mean, we could literally just put the stop up here, and then that should sort that out. Same with this one. If we put the stop closer to this area, that may help. Tell you what else we could do. We could do like a connection out this way to there, and a connection through from here to there. And then if we do put any stops up here, it should be a little bit closer to those connections. We can't put them on these parts of the road, probably because they've got the stops there. So that connects to both of them. But then again, we have traffic coming through this way. So I don't know whether it's really where we want to offload a whole load of grain. Those connect, don't they? So we'll make use of that. Maybe what we could do is utilize these corners. So not use this one. And instead have these at number 4 go up to here. And then these ones would be up here. So instead of number 2 and 4, it would be number, well, up here. So take out those originals. And then all of a sudden, it's just coming through. It's actually both using the same one, so let's just flip them around. And if we look at that line, it's pretty much the same thing, just going the opposite direction. which is fine. What we could do with this road is bring it down this way. So what I mean by that is build a road down here and continue this one through here. And then if we connect that to there, and we have quite a fast route down that way, we just need to try and connect it into this road here. Like so. These can then connect in however they want. And we can do a spot here where they actually both connect through. So you could go through like that. I reckon that's probably going to be used a fair amount more than the other route, which is fine because we want to try and avoid the emissions, although that's kind of just causing more. Maybe we could do another bridge down this end, so continue this road through at this point, which wouldn't be such a bad idea because that goes pretty much directly up to here. So if we then take that flat but raise it in the middle, that's actually quite nice. Although we need it to go higher for the boats. How high does this have to go? Like fairly high. Maybe we could just use this one so then there's a bit more space underneath. There we go, that should be fine. And then we just sort this side out. In fact, we could probably do straight connection through to here. And then if we take this bit out, we'd be doing a connection up to this. No, maybe take this section out of the bridge. Connect that up there. And then for this, we might need it to go maybe like through this way. Very nice. I like that. So now that stuff should be coming up here. When we remove this, actually we don't need it. We don't need this either. We can do a straight road through. And then a straight road out this way. also just connect that back up. So we've got some funky connections here, but it should work fine. Actually, that's quite a good connection through for this one. So that should work pretty well for everything down here. It probably also speeds up the connections here for the grain, which is nice. All we need to do now is potentially put in a connection down this way for these two farms. I do think we'll put in a train line through, probably on the other end of this one, which will do gondolas around this area, probably also picking up the coal and the iron. But for now, I think we've done a fair amount, and to be honest with you, that should really make that line quite powerful, because we've got 2 lots of bricks that need to come through, and we've also got everything else that needs to come through that way from that train line, and it can actually make use of it. So I think we're going to leave this one here. We've made some fairly big changes. Even down here, like, this is no longer as busy as it is. We could reduce the size of this one, or maybe add a little bit more. I think it's probably best just to reduce down the size, to be honest with you. So we could literally just take that snippet off, and then oh wow, they all do use that. But none of them are over on this side. I was hoping that we could put that one on this side. So if we check that one, it can use number 7 and an 8. And then we could probably... So is this all Littlehampton now? Yeah, it is. That's good. That means that Littlehampton's actually making the most use out of this one. I'm just wondering how we could potentially improve it for Littlehampton here. We've got some spare space there, so we could very well connect in another Littlehampton connection if there's anywhere that's not getting cargo. But I think everything should be, by the looks of things. Like this one seems like it may be busy. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one. Thanks. Goodbye.